It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions' leader at quarterback. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Lions and the Bears, next on EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 84 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to find Jameson Williams.
That'll bring up second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
This out quickly to Williams.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
2nd and 4.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
They'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10.
On the check. Check, Panther. Unlock line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a loose football.
And a work forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Singletary going to get the handoff. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Singletary again.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Come 19! Come 19! Get up!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Unlock check, Panther. Unlock line. Bring it. Reload. Reload.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Bronco switch. Bronco flag. Flag. Hey. Hey. Shot alert.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, ready.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get it. Rig alert. Rig alert. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Back to throw here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Lions to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
He'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he coughed it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now motion left with Mooney. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got a full head of steam. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
75 yards.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And they're going to speed things up here.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears, touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
This out quickly to Williams.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's third down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
that is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Fighting through pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe